Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Emmanuel Church update. Just a couple of things I wanted to say to you. A number of you, as I mentioned last week, have been asking about our finances. Obviously, there's a lot of concern around our finances at the moment. But I just want to say that we're very grateful to God for the way in which He has provided more abundantly than we anticipated during these last couple of months. A little bit of an update just to say that our general fund is looking pretty good, all things considered. April and May combined had a deficit of just on about 2,000 Rand, which, considering all that we've gone through, is incredible. So we're very grateful for all of you who've been so generously giving, and I'd ask you to continue to do that. Um, our care fund is also looking very strong. We have seen an immense outpouring of generosity towards families who are in need, and so our care fund is sitting at just under 78,000 Rand for April and May, and out of that we've managed to contribute towards 3 families who are in need, and also make a contribution towards the Presiding Bishop's Recovery Fund to help ministers who are really struggling. Our building fund, well, our target is 40,000 a month to try and cover our building costs, and it hasn't been too bad. We've managed for April and May to be on just under 60,000 for those 2 months. So we're not quite where we need to be, but again, just given the times that we're in at the moment, it's been incredible to see people's generosity. So continue, please, to give towards our building fund, especially if you've pledged to do so. A big concern is Children's World. As you may know, Children's World has taken a real hit during this period of lockdown, being unable to operate. And so we've had many parents who have not been paying school fees, often because they're under financial pressure themselves and unable to pay. We've had parents who've pulled out their children because they're not sure about what the future holds. They're not sure about when we're going to be able to reopen. Maybe they're scared of what the virus will do with regards to their families. So our numbers are down. Our fees haven't been paid, and we don't quite know when we're able to open yet. It looks like perhaps the beginning of July, but that's still not confirmed. So for April and May, our deficit was about 123,000 Rand, and we anticipate that July will be worse. So please do pray for Children's World. Pray for a turnaround there. Pray that this might, if we can survive this, that this might be an opportunity for us to grow. There are going to be many people who are in need of childcare as we reopen. And so let's pray that God uses that, and that as a result we're able to reach our community more effectively. Pray as well that those families affected within our school community might be provided for, and that they might be able to carry on with us as a school. Pray for the teachers and the staff who've also had to take a cut during this time. Pray that they would be provided for as well, and that God would be close to them as they continue to trust Him. The other thing I wanted to do is just introduce you to a very special Emmanuelite, someone who's part of our church family, and let me let him introduce himself to you.
Hello, Emmanuel Church. My name is Liam Lodge.
No one should have to go through what little Liam Lotz has had to go through in his 8 years of life. He was diagnosed with leukemia in his 3rd year of life, and the last 5 years have been absolutely grueling for him, for his mom Benita, for his dad Dion. And this week is a big week because this week he undergoes a bone marrow transplant. Eventually, a donor was found at great expense in Germany, and so those stem cells will be transplanted next week, Thursday, the 11th of June. But the process is quite rigorous leading up to it. So they're already in the process. They're already in the hospital and undergoing the preparations needed. I asked Benita just to give us an update of how it's going and what we can be praying for.
We are currently in RMC, Rondebosch Medical. We were admitted yesterday afternoon, and Liam has received his first 2 or 3 bags of chemo. Tomorrow we will start with cranial radiation, and then full body radiation as well, in the days to follow. So the actual transplant will take place on the 11th. Everything that is going through right now is to prepare his body for that, and there's a lot of meds and a lot of chemo and a lot of radiation this week, but he's looking good. And yes, if you can just keep praying for us, that would be great.
Thanks, Benita. So do pray for Liam, for Benita, for Dion. Pray that the transplant would work. Pray that Liam would be healed if it is God's will. Pray that through all of it, they would have the incredible courage and strength to trust God, whatever the outcome. Pray for the medical staff. Pray for those who are involved. And pray that as a result of this, Liam may live many more happy, healthy years and be able to give God the glory through all of this. So friends, those are just a couple of things to mention. Do come back Sunday morning. We're going to be looking at Psalm 62 together. It's a wonderful psalm, one of my favorites. And so tune in at 9:30.